welcome to another glorious, glorious Monday. And it's move day for P. Clitty.
Shit, is it today?
Yeah.
Wasn't it in Tuesday?
No, as if this podcast comes out Monday, everything gets picked up. Where you go stay at a hotel for the night.
Oh, right. So on the day this episode comes out.
The day this episode comes out, like they're coming to pick everything up.
Yep.
We're packing the final things. Then we go stay in a hotel for the night. And then we fucking leave early Tuesday.
Dude.
My last Friday is a Sydney sider.
And what are you going to do? You're not going to do anything, eh?
Today I'm going to go play golf. And then golf with Ad Days. And then go see the boys, I reckon, tonight. Watch the footy.
Good on you, brah.
Yeah.
Good on you, brah.
Crazy, eh? Still waiting for me Tucson to arrive.
Really? When do you get it?
Don't know. Cunt hasn't told me.
What if he scammed you?
Imagine I got scammed
Bruh.
by a dealer.
You got scammed by a dealer.
That cunt who keeps posting about the Kia Sportage makes me laugh, bro, in the Facebook group.
That was so funny when he was like, yeah, but imagine what P. Clitty making HD vids on the fucking Kia Sportage. Brilliant chat.
That is what the Facebook group's for. Shit like that. Just a bit of lols.
I am excited for... Oh, you know what I'm excited for?
What?
Seeing more of these particular TikToks come up on my TikTok page. I don't know if you've seen, but there's like the Taiwanese army. They're doing conscriptions at the moment.
Oh, dude, and the guy who jumped in the air and fucking the gay guy?
Yeah, but there's heaps of them. So it's like all these gay, like the most feminine gay dudes you've ever seen. And they're like voguing over to get chosen. And then they like this, and they're like, ooh. And then they like give it, and then the soldiers are loving them, bro. They think they're the funniest cunts.
Well, there's the one guy who jumps up, bro, and axes
and
himself.
He smacks his head so hard,
bro?
Dude.
Absolutely
smacks
axes
his head.
himself, bro. And he's just going, as you would, bro. Like, we're not saying that they're overreacting. Like, it's a fuck scenario, but like...
You know what's so funny? Firstly, some people were like, I bet you they just lie and say you've not been picked just so that they don't have them in the team. And secondly... Well, actually, the second thing is that...
Wait, what the fuck did you...
Sorry,
you
I've got three
second,
things.
Third,
I've got three things. The second thing is, it's funny how respectful and nice all the soldiers are to the gay guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, if that was in America or, like, somewhere else, they'd be like, you fucking faggot, like, pushing him around.
I don't think
yes,
so, bro.
dude, 100%.
Not at a public conscription.
Soldiers are loving them. Yeah, dude, 100%. They'd be like, what the fuck's this gay cunt fucking doing?
No.
And then the Thai blokes are like, hell yeah. Yes, have you been to the world?
They are getting around them, but...
And then the third thing I love is like, how scary is it? You're waking up one day and it's like,
bro.
I'm walking into this hall and I'm either leaving out this door and going to play golf with Ad Days and see the boys, or I'm getting on a bus and I'm going to a training camp. For 2 years.
It's actually like, it's sad. It's sad that it has to happen. Like, it's so sad. And it's
imagine your anxiety, bro. Imagine our anxiety.
Bro. I'd get done too. I know I'd get done.
I don't reckon you would.
I would get done.
I definitely would, bro. It'd be so, imagine this would be the worst.
You could be the medic. You remind me a little bit of Hacksaw Ridge, the medic.
Thank you.
I think you'd be really good at it.
The worst would be... all your mates get no, and then you're last and you get yes.
Yeah, or all your mates get yes, and you're kind of like, fuck, it'd actually be all right if I was with the boys.
And you're like, see you guys, I'm out of here.
You can just volunteer, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah, I reckon you could.
And what, they don't have enough?
What do you mean they don't have enough?
Like, they don't have enough people volunteer? It's actually fucking wild. Like, I saw this old video on TikTok, not an old video, this old fella on TikTok. He was a war veteran, bless his soul. And he was talking about how he was doing...
Wait, what? Oh. That was so dramatic, mate.
That was really American of you.
That was so
I think we should be more fucking patriotic in Australia. That's what I think.
Well, then vote for Clive Palmer, cunt. Go vote for Clive Palmer.
Well, you don't think we should be a bit more patriotic in regards to... No, not as in patriotic as in Americans, as in like to people who fought for the country. We should be a bit more respectful, I think. They get maybe a discount here and... They get a discount here and there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I think we should be a little bit more... Like, in America, they get fucking treated like royalty, you know?
No, they don't. They get treated terribly. They get severe mental health issues, and they get trashed.
By the public.
No, not even. You get homeless guy... Mate,
by the public. Not by the fucking government, by the public.
No.
Yes.
They don't. People
Yes,
are like,
they
oh,
do.
thank you for your service. Yeah, they might
shit like
go, thank
that.
you for your service. So you
Just
want
like
us
if
to
you
just say
see
thank
someone,
you for your service.
if you saw someone in the shop, right, they would just be like, oh, thank you for your service. Like, thank you, sir. They go up to them. Well, thank you, ma'am. You know? Like
yeah,
the public.
that also happens in Australia, brother.
Very, very rarely. Nowhere near as much as America. I'll die on that hill.
Okay, firstly, not to start a big argument, but you've not spent enough time in America to be able to compare how many times.
Fuck no, I haven't. Obviously not. I've spent like.
And secondly, how many times have you actually seen a soldier in Australia walking around and interacting with people?
They don't really.
And analysing?
That's what I'm saying. They don't kind of rep it as much either. In America, like, even if you're not. Like, they wear, like, hats and shit that show they were in the war and shit. I always see videos of it and that.
Sure. Yeah,
Trust me, I'm right on this one, lad.
I think you're making a big assumption.
No, I'm not. It's just a known thing. They're very...
Paddy's
like,
so right here.
Yeah, I'm so right. Like,
I see it all the time as well.
Like, every sporting game, there's, like, sections if you're in the defense force, they bring you... Like, they do it so... Bro, like, before every game, they put, like, servicemen and women out and stuff.
WWE, they did a wrestling match at WWE.
Well, whose side are you on, cunt?
No, I'm just listing some things that they do. Whose
fucking side are you on now?
No one's. I'm just listing some things that they do. I'm not agreeing with you.
Back to what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying.
You're saying that I saw an old man, bless his soul.
Oh, yeah, talking about how he was like, so he had like the goggles where you look out for snipers.
Binoculars.
He was calling them glasses. And
spotters, the ones that are like...
maybe it's like that. Yeah, and he said like he was just looking out all morning, couldn't see much, kept telling them can't see much, can't see no snipers, nothing. And then this new kid arrived. He goes, it was just a kid. And he jumped in he said, I'm here for like whatever to join your platoon. He's like, yeah, jump in the hole, like wherever they stay. Like, what do they call it? Like they just sit in holes, bro. Like, yeah.
Trenches.
Oh, trenches.
And he goes to look out this bloke again, and the young kid's like, oh, give me. He goes, nah, mate, I'll do it. I'm on watch. Like, it's all good. He goes, nah, come on. Like, I'll do it. You have a rest, mate. And he goes, he pops up. He just gets sniped, bro, in the head. Falls. The guy picks up his helmet. There's a photo of his wife and his young daughter in there. And he's like, that was meant to be me. And he's like, that's just what happened, bro, on the daily. Like, what a fucked up way to live. Like, I can't, like... You imagine that? Every day you just don't know if you're going to go. Bombs getting dropped, like cunts just charging at you. Like,
have you seen the video? It's like helmet cam footage and they're sprinting through this trench and they come through to like the surface and this guy gets sniped, but it hits his helmet and he survives.
I've seen that, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Bro, it's actually nuts. Like, especially what the old wars were. Well, actually, wars that are going on now, even. But like, I'm thinking of like the world wars when it was just kind of like no missiles and such. You know what I mean? More just like
more boots on the ground,
human combat. Like just
gun to gun.
Like you
type.
literally just charge, and pretty much if you're in the first 3 lines, you're almost guaranteed death. And they just did it, bro. They just fucking did it.
Yeah,
like it's nuts.
Crazy.
Can you imagine this generation? Bro, I'd be fucking sprinting the other way.
And you get shot for desertion.
Like, it's crazy, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, I've got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty awesome, Kyle, what happened last night at Scott's. What was that about?
Oh, it was insane.
What was it?
It was the opening of the new building.
The new canteen.
The new cafeteria.
Shut up.
All that for a couple egg sandwiches, bro.
Well, it was for the big castle.
For the Blackwatch Cafe.
You know what's crazy? That big building that you saw, everyone, if you saw the story, was literally all that's in there is a library, a cafe, and then what is it, like a fake courtroom?
Yeah, there's like one of those. There's a Chinese tea room. It's actually pretty sick.
Why is there a Chinese tea room?
Because the founders of Scott's came up with the idea in the local Chinese tea room, in a local Chinese tea place. So they've replicated
And then could you go in there and have tea at lunch or no?
I don't know. It's probably pretty
Why didn't
sacred.
they have the thought at fucking Kittens?
What?
Why didn't they have the thought to build a building in Kittens and then they could have built a little Kittens in there? Little
Can
strip
you imagine?
club. Imagine that.
Can you imagine?
And they take their IDs. They
So
go,
what-
sorry, boys, it's year 9 and under this week.
So they built they renovated it or something? They built a whole new building.
They built a Scottish castle, basically.
Yeah. But there was already a building
in there?
Well, there's like it was a library and like a cafe.
Oh, so they've replaced it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is the Chinese tea room still there?
That's
the Chinese tea room is what they built.
Oh, that's the new one. Yeah. Right, okay.
And so they had this whole, it was called a tattoo, which is just like a big concert pretty much. But they had all these acts, like it was insane. There was a rugby game. The year 3 kids came out and played a rugby game in the...
Good quality?
No, it was shit as.
Oh, fucking should have booed them off.
100%
booed
them off.
And there was
Wait,
fireworks.
my question, I just can't believe how big that building is for like 3 things in there. There's one library,
one whole level is just like sitting rooms and...
Oh, it's just
very Scots. It's very Scots.
Yeah, good on him, but like, no.
Apparently the tattoo cost like a few $1 million.
A few mil?
Yeah, just last night.
Fucking hell, mate.
Holy
It's
fuck.
insane.
That's a G-Wagon.
It's a few G-Wagons, cunt. How about you give it to the locust fucking homeless shelter, Scots? Instead of putting off fucking fireworks for 10 minutes.
That's what I don't get. How do you justify paying that much money for just an opening of a...
Because it's like 50 grand a year to go there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, you're benefiting like the 1,000 people that went and watched.
Yeah, but it's all an ego, not an ego thing, but like a
Mate,
social
the Sopranos would have been
thing.
first in line there as well.
Yeah, because we're donors.
And you would have been so
donate?
buzzed. I could see Kyle so buzzed sitting there like, I'm so excited.
Oh,
He's
100%.
really excited.
He hasn't shut up about it all week, bro.
I'm so excited.
What have you donated?
My parents donated
Sperm.
money.
The Chinese tea set. So your parents donated to the fireworks. Mm-hmm. Are they happy that's where their money went?
Yeah, it was great.
That's good.
That's real. Yeah, I'd be pissed if I was donating to a school and at fireworks. Guess what?
Guess how much... So there's like a
My
major
parents
donor.
donated.
No. It's called the John Cunningham Student Centre. How much do you reckon he donated?
John Cunningham?
Yeah. To get his name on the building.
10 mil.
55 million.
12 mil.
I'm good.
It's pretty good.
What are you expecting us to bet, though, mate?
I don't know.
They're billions. It's not fucking Zuckerberg. He's passed away now.
No.
Wow, so he's lived to see his name on the building. That's pretty cool. And it's
yeah,
going to
I'm
be
not
heritage listed.
Well,
That'll be heritage listed, that big Scots building, 100%.
But it's not heritage.
But eventually it'll get listed, I reckon. Or can you not?
Yeah, but any building will get listed eventually.
Yeah, every building becomes heritage listed if it hits
After
like
enough
200 years
time.
old or something.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't just need to
Well,
look
so if
good.
this apartment building was up for 200 years, it'll
Well, I don't
become
think they're going to
heritage.
do it anymore.
Yes.
It's more for like the actual really old
No,
buildings.
it's for like old shit, bro. That's not... Bro, buildings stand for yonkers.
Yeah, but Scott's building is like one of the newest buildings around.
Yeah, but eventually...
Well, in 200 years.
Well, what about the buildings in the CBD, right? The big towers. How long have they been around for?
50 years?
Really?
Longer. 80 years?
Longer. I don't know the math. I don't know the eras.
Surely not 100 years, mate. They didn't have them in 1920.
Why? Like, how do you know that?
What, you think they had skyscrapers in the 1920s?
Yeah, well, the Harbour Bridge was built in like the fucking 1800s,
That's a
wasn't
bridge,
it?
brother.
If you can build that, you can build a fucking skyscraper, bro. It's like putting Lego blocks on top of each other compared to a bridge.
Cunt, skyscrapers in the 1920s.
Look up when the Empire State Building was built.
Harbour Bridge was 1923.
Golf's on. Look up when the Empire State Building, fuck you bloody, was built.
1930.
Oh, right. So buildings they're only 100. Well then, yeah, there's a lot of heritage buildings going around. I like them. I appreciate them. A lot of Surrey Hills is heritage.
I don't like that. You know what house I've never, ever been able to get around, ever? Here's a Will Gibb hot take. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Will's hot takes. A house I've never been able to get around, a type of building that I would never, ever live in, because I just don't understand it, is terrace terrace houses. I hate them. They're really long and narrow.
They are.
I don't like their little upstairs balcony vibes.
Lots of multi-levels.
They all look exactly the same. Every single terrace house. It's like, look at my house here. Okay, once I've been in one, I've been in 1,000. They're not cool. I don't like them. They've got terrible backyards always as well. Sorry?
They're a bit hipster.
Yeah, but they're just not... I don't like them, personally.
Okay.
That's just me.
I think I think for the space they're given, they've done well. Know what I mean? Like, I've been in a few terraces and it's like, okay, this is actually quite a big house considering how small it looks.
If you told me, like, would you rather live in a terrace house in Paddington or even a really cool, nice penthouse in Maroubra, I'd choose Maroubra.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
I think most people would, but...
No, bruh, people froth Paddington. For those that aren't from
Sydney, now we're talking about Paddington.
I just said Paddington before.
Yeah, but now we're talking about the suburb rather than the house.
No, but that's why I said Maroubra, because I was like, most people think Maroubra is shit, whereas I think it's the most underrated place.
Yeah, but now we're not talking about terraces anymore. We're talking about locations.
No, but what I'm saying is...
Do you know what I mean?
No, you're not understanding the question.
No, I am. But his argument is
like a trade-off.
because it's in Paddington.
No, it's a trade-off.
Yeah, so it's saying like maybe someone like me would prefer the shitter terrace because it's in Paddington, which is the better suburb.
Like most people would go, I love a terrace and I love Paddington. Like for some people, that's like doubly amazing.
Oh, so shouldn't we flip the question and say, would you rather a terrace in Maroubra or a penthouse in Paddington?
No, I'd rather a penthouse in Paddington because I prefer Paddington as a location and I get a penthouse.
You just said you'd rather Maroubra.
No, I think Maroubra's underrated.
I'd rather Maroubra than Paddington, 100%. Maybe I'm not getting it.
Bro, I can't. You know what I cannot wait for with your moving? I can't wait to hear about or meet the people you become friends with up there.
I'm not going to bring you around anyone I become friends with.
Unless you think I'd like them.
No, I'm not even going to bother. You're just the most... I can't be dealing with your judgmentalness no matter what. Like, it's too much sometimes.
But I'm a good judger.
No, you're the worst judger.
Really? I'm the worst judger?
Yes.
That's
you don't give anyone
incorrect.
a chance. You have premeditated ideas in your head.
I don't give anyone a chance. You don't give anyone a chance.
Yes,
You're such a closed-minded person, bro.
No, bro. Listen,
yeah, you are.
I'm not going to introduce you to anyone I make friends with up there. I'm not. I want you to know
Why
that
not?
now. Because I just know how it'll go down. I already know. There's no point.
Come on.
No, there's no fucking point, mate. I don't need your negativity.
If you think I'm this judgmental guy that doesn't give people a chance, you're the biggest hypocrite.
I'm saying people I tend to gravitate towards probably aren't people you gravitate towards.
Not true. Not true. Not true.
You're just, no, it's not going to happen.
I'm more open-minded than you are.
No.
100%. That's a fact.
That's all right.
You're not even denying it.
I just said no like 8 times, you deaf cunt. Anyway, it's not about that. It's about the people. If I become friends with people, we'll just keep you and them separate. Though, it's okay.
I would argue I am more open-minded than you are, though.
I don't even know what that even means, bro.
Like, I would go to an NRL game with, like, a bunch of people, or an AFL game or something like that. I would, like, give it a go and, like, at least go out there and, like, experience it.
But I won't go to an A-League game. Like, fucking no shit.
No, but you wouldn't go to, like, a drag club or something like that.
I've gone to drag clubs with you that many times,
No, but that was only in Adelaide. We were drunk. That's a gay bar, mate. That's different. I'm talking a drag show.
They were doing drag there.
No, you accidentally walked in on one. That's different.
Bro, do you know how many gay clubs we've been to together?
That's not a drag show, but...
So? I'm open for that shit. No, I wouldn't just sober go to a local drag show. No, because it doesn't interest me at all.
See, but that's my thing. AFL doesn't interest me at all, but I would try it.
Okay, if we had a bunch of friends all going to the drag show, then maybe, yeah.
And if I had a bunch of friends going to the AFL game, I'd go.
Yeah, so I'm saying, because it's different when it's a bunch of friends all going.
So are we gonna? So the agreement then is that we're both the most open-minded people that we know.
Me a bit more than you, but yeah.
No, me
fucking open-assed, mate.
You're fucking open-ass on fucking all fours.
How's Hinge going up there? Down there?
Shit. It's shit, mate.
Because you were saying your little knob is going to get a good workout in Melbourne.
Well, it's not getting shit, mate.
Why?
Because let me have a look right now. Let's have a look. Let's see who's on the fucking hinges. What?
You're not open-minded when it comes to dating. Admit that.
Gabriel X.
Gabriel. Get it?
No. Explain it. I don't get it, lad.
Because he's on Hinge for men means he's gay, and Gabriel. But if you shorten it and just say gay, then put it like an apostrophe Briel, and it's like gay. You're gay, Briel, but you're also Gabriel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was good from you, Kyle.
Well
Great
done,
little bit
Kyle.
of live editing.
Editing.
That was riveting. That was really good. Just no love.
I'm just not interested.
But you said you really wanted to.
And now I don't.
Fuck.
Because then, you know what? I'm doing shows. I'm crushing. I'm doing the best ever. My career is blasting forward in ways I've never seen before. And I don't want to give my time to some fucking loser.
Fair enough, then.
That's all.
Fucking oath,
I've got
lad.
shit to do.
Lad, I think that's completely fair.
Thanks.
Brother.
Thank you. That means a lot, brother. That really means. Thank you
know
so
what's
much, brother.
one thing that does annoy me about my this couch to 5K up that I'm doing?
What?
It sends you a notification. Like, I've run the last 2 days, so I'm like, I'm not going to run today, and it sends me a notification like, let's dust off those running shoes and run today. It's like, hang on, cunt. I
There's
ran
no
the
dust
last
on
fucking
them.
2.
There's no dust.
And according to your app, you only want me to run 3 days a week.
Hang on.
So
Also,
you're telling me to run 3 days in a row and fuck myself?
bro, there's no dust on my shoes.
Exactly. They're still
I
a bit
just-
wet from yesterday running in the rain.
Give them a week before you say they're dusty.
Like, bruh, if I'm nearing the end of the week and I've got a session to go, yeah, throw in a little dust off your shoes. But not the next day after doing 2 back-to-backs.
No, not the next day.
I'm approaching my 5K or 2. I could run 5K now. But, like, now I'm set on the idea of, like, because I'm up to, this is week 6 of this thing, I'm like, fuck, I'm just going to see it out and do it how they've said they'll do it. You know what I mean? Because in my head, I've had this premeditated idea of, like, when I finally run 5K, but I could do it right now, I reckon.
So when are you doing
now
it?
I'm going to stick to, like, the plan of what they've given me.
And when are you running the 5K?
2 weeks.
Fuck, bro, that's scary.
How far's the furthest you've gone?
Yesterday, I ran 3.3
It's pretty good.
in 20 minutes.
How do people do it, brah?
6-minute kilometres. Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Thanks, lad.
6-minute kilometers?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
Yeah, it's
really
alright.
good.
It's not bad.
I
don't think
that's
I could
good.
keep that up for 5. Originally, I was aiming to be... I was like, when I first do it, I want to do under 7-minute kilometres for the 5K, but I think I'm going to go under 6.5. Just push myself a bit.
I ran on a treadmill, so I think it's faster, and I did 5-minute, 15-second kilometers.
That's good.
But I think it's just I'm on a treadmill, so it's way faster.
Well, if it's 5-minute, 15 kilometres, it doesn't matter if you're on a treadmill or you're running on
No, it does
fucking the moon.
because there's different gradients on the footpath, and also the footpath. It's actually harder to run not on a treadmill than on a treadmill.
Think so?
'Cause a treadmill is just flat, consistent, and you just go like that.
Yeah, but I'm
whereas
so
on
in
the
my own
ground, you're,
head
like,
that I'm going to
moving.
fall off the treadmill.
Really?
Yeah. I'm always like, fuck, if I stack it, bro, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be stacking it. So do I do my 5K here and maybe you guys support me?
Yeah, let's vlog it.
Let's
Do we
vlog it.
Should I run it at Centennial?
Yeah. People can come down and run with you.
You know what would be really
Ned
fun?
Brockman style.
Can we get
know what would be
Can Ned Brockman run my first 5K with me?
You know what would be quite fun?
Can't we be like, you little gimp? I do that for a warm-up, cunt. Shut your fucking mouth and drink
What
my,
if- 'cause
drink
I've
my
not
milk and
trained
shut
at
your
all.
mouth.
Do we think I could do the 5K without training?
Yeah, because you're so light. I could do 5K now. I could. I'm just stuck on this regime now. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to finish it.
Regime.
You know what I mean?
Why don't you do a 5K race?
I want to do my first 5K, but
That
as an
would be-
achieve. I don't want to be competing against you, but I'll do one
no.
after.
I want you to be like I'm competing against myself.
That's
to
right.
beat this. Yeah, that's what it should be.
That's what I want, and then we'll go at it. So
Yeah.
maybe I do it at Centennial. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good idea.
So I've got a little thing I want to talk about, and it's NRL related. So I was wondering if I could bring Latham out for his advice.
Okay.
Sure. All right, Lath, have you been watching much of the footy this year?
Not really.
No.
Mum
what have you been
sold the
doing
telly.
instead? Oh, Mum sold the telly. What for?
Yeah.
Did she get like some new furniture or
Ice.
something? Oh, for ice.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. She's not on heroin anymore.
Yeah, but she's now a bit more aggressive.
Oh shit, Latham.
Yeah. Not at me. Just
okay,
at
well that's
the
good.
trees and shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
She thinks the trees are entities that are going to rip her face apart.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And that they're going to grow inside of her and she'll eventually become a tree.
Wow. Okay. Latham, do you know who won the NRL the last 4 years?
Panthers, 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 Panthers,
Yeah.
and fucking Panthers.
Yeah, so
Panthers, Panthers, Panthers.
So Penrith
Come
won
on,
the
the
comp
Panthers! You fucking dog cunts!
the last 4 years.
Panthers! Panthers!
And they were in the grand final. They've been in the last 5 grand finals and won the last 4. This year they've started. They went over to Vegas. They won. And everyone's like, fuck yeah, Penrith. And they lose players every year. Like every year they have to let go of players. And they always let go of really good players and it's never seemed to have affected them. And this year they let go of Jerome Luai, their 5'8", and Fisher Harris, their front rower. Now, I'd argue they never wanted to get rid of Fisher Harris, but he asked to leave on compassionate grounds. Anyway.
And because Fisher Harris, with the double, Fisher Harris, he's really, Fisher Harris is like a real powerhouse in the front.
Yes.
Fisher Harris going down the line. Fisher Harris does a dummy.
Now, Penrith, since then, have lost 5 in a row.
Wow.
So they won their first game, they've lost the next 5 in a fucking row. And didn't that happen? Like, is that comparable to the Man City fall off?
No.
No, because haven't Man City just fell off the wagon?
Yeah, but they went winless. Like they didn't win. Like they've never lost 5 in a row. I don't think. They just they drew a lot. I think they lost 2 in a row or 3 in a row.
Right.
Maybe.
So Penrith, and they've been losing like last night was pretty convincingly they lost.
Really?
Yeah, I think it might have been. What was the score last night? I think it might have been 20 something to like 12 or 6. Yeah, 30. Yeah, so like it wasn't like it was and against the Dolphins who and they haven't been they lost to the Roosters who Roosters were paying $11. Like we had like the commentators didn't even know some of the players that were playing for the Roosters because we had so many people out. There was a guy who played and the next day at 7 a.m. he was back doing concreting, laying concrete. Like they called up like we had nobodies, you know what I mean? Respectfully, like nobody knew who they were. Lost to us and everyone's like, fuck, that's just crazy they won, but that's just a one-off. Then they've lost to the Cowboys who haven't been going that well. Now they've lost to Dolphins who were just like, started the year pretty shit. Like, and everyone's just like, whoa, what the fuck? They had a couple injuries out here and there, yeah.
Last year, Panthers were my favourite team. For the last 4 years, they've been my favourite.
Oh, so you're a bit of a bandwagon.
No, now I go for the Chooks.
Well, that's even shitter, lad. We're the same. We've both won one game.
I'm a Chookie.
We've both won one game.
Get that Chooks fucking cock up here, you slut.
Isn't that a crazy fall off? Now, I still wouldn't write them off. I still don't think you can write them off, but it's pretty etched 5 losses in a row, bro. Like,
you cannot write them off. You cannot write these Panthers off. They tear in that. How funny when we were comparing the football commentary to the NRL one, and Pat was like, "This one's sick," and it was just so.
It was good.
Nothing.
But it's good if that's your sport. You're more biased towards.
Get your fucking crop. Get your
There's
fucking.
nothing what it sounded like. See, judgmental. You don't see other people's perspective. Once again, closed-minded. Only what you like. It's no one else's way.
He takes the fucking... And it's Darren Lockyer says, fuck yous all, and he fucking gets him over the line. And the football's like, it's preposterous! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, but see, that's different for who you like and what you like.
You'll never see anything like this again!
And then you see it the next week. They kick a fucking goal into the net. Whoop-de-doo, cunt.
Mate, whoop-de-doo, they fall over and scrabble around on the floor and pull each other's pants down.
Man, fucking hell. Wouldn't you love that?
Not really.
There's Will at the bottom of the ruck sucking on a penis.
And there's Pat Clifton checking into a mental institution because he thought it was 10:30, but it was actually 10:28.
Crickets.
No crickets.
Crickets.
No crickets.
Now, we were going to play Kahoot, but it's too hard when you're away, so we're going to save it till you get back. But I want to play, Eddie Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
So we're going to be on a team.
Yes.
And we're going to, let's say we get 3 lives.
Yes.
And we're going to see if we can win the $1 million.
Yes. Wait, but
hectic.
we get 3 lives between the two of us, yeah?
Yeah. So we have to agree on answers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's like 20, you got to get 20 right to get the milli.
I just need to send
15.
a really quick text.
15 right to get the millies. Nuts.
You get 3 lifelines as well. Oh, it's like, so one of them's 50-50.
Yep.
One of them is... I don't know what this one is.
One of them's phone a friend, isn't it?
Yeah,
One of them's 50-50, one of them's phone a friend, and the other one is...
early on a Friday after a stream.
The other one's
standard.
poll. One's like a poll.
Yeah,
you poll the
yeah,
audience.
Yeah.
All right. And we get 3 chances too, huh?
I don't think so. I think we get
3
one
lives?
life. I think we get one life between the two of us. Yeah, come on, we got to make...
two.
No, because you get one
Bro,
chance.
15
and then...
questions is so hard, cunt.
Okay, 2 lives. You don't
2
get 3.
lives.
3 is ridiculous.
Well, I think the game's just going to do it for you.
All right.
Yeah, true. You actually don't get a life.
Okay.
All right. The state
So
of Maine is known for producing which of these
Corn.
foods? Do you want to hear the answers first?
Yes, please. I would like to hear the answers.
Beef, lobster, jambalaya, or baked beans?
Okay, so lucky we didn't lock in fucking corn.
Fuck
beef,
Maine.
lobster. Maine's in where? It's on the East Coast, I think, in fucking Europe.
No, Maine's in America, fuckwit.
Yeah, it's in America.
Maine?
I know this one.
Maine?
Oh, I might say lobster.
Nah. Nah.
Do you want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Beef, lobster, jambalaya, or baked beans?
I don't know what jambalaya is.
It's like an African dish. I'm going lobster 100%. Lobster Maine.
I'm
I've
thinking
heard it before.
beef.
No, it's not beef. For a fact, definitely not beef.
How do you know it's a fact that it's not beef?
I know for a fact it's not beef because
How
I
do you
know
know
Maine.
that?
Kyle,
Is Maine near the water? Is Maine near the water?
Yes.
Oh, well, then I'll go with Will lobster. I reckon it's baked beans, bro.
It's... Wait, I've chosen it.
If it's beef,
it's
bro.
lobster.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's huge from you, Will.
Question 2. Which of these terms best describes a straight, direct course between 2 points? Beeline, flee line.
Beeline. Let's just put beeline. Just put it.
Beeline.
Just put beeline.
Beeline. Lock it in, Eddie.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, cheer it up, boys.
Which of these items typically... Oh, there's a time limit. Which of these items typically forms the outer boundary of a boxing ring? Pillows, ropes, ties, barbed wire.
Ropes.
Fucking barbed wire would be pretty nuts.
Mm.
Nice.
We're doing well.
In soccer, when a team kicks the ball out of bounds past the sideline...
Throw in.
Throw in.
Right, I'd be walking away with a... Actually, no, I would have lost on the first one.
Yeah, you idiot.
Okay, we're up to 1,000.
Shit, let's go.
Which of
I'll
these
make that in a
words
minute.
is a synonym for clown? Buff, buffer, buffet, or buffoon?
Buffoon.
Buffoon.
D.
Buffoon. Oh, these are easy.
Let's go.
The British national anthem, God Save the Queen, has the same melody as what patriotic American song?
Oh.
The Star Spangled Banner, My Country 'Tis of Thee, God Bless America, or America the Beautiful?
I don't
It's
know.
C or D. It's C or D. How's the anthem go again?
Can you poll it, Kyle?
Gotta
Poll it?
save
Yeah.
the
Poll?
space of sea.
64% said B,
Oh,
which
Then
is
let's
My
do
Country
B.
'Tis of Thee.
I don't think it's right.
The poll is...
Yes. Huge call from you.
You don't know Pat. You're such a bullshitter. You need to just admit when you don't know stuff because it's going to fuck us over.
In 1992, the 1992 movie A League of Their Own is set during what war? World War II, Vietnam War, World War I, or Korean War?
Vietnam War.
You've not seen a film
Do you
set in
wanna lock it in?
1992. No, we're not locking it in. A league of their own.
You got 35
How long
seconds.
do we have? 35?
Yeah.
I think we got to use another thing.
Go 50-50. Vietnam's in there, pick it.
Okay, it's either Vietnam or World War II.
Vietnam, bro.
Will?
Yeah, sure. Go Vietnam.
Trust me. Go Vietnam. Oh, fuck. Really?
You're done.
World War II?
World War II.
Fuck. Really?
Obviously.
And that's it. The game's over.
Game over. They don't
Oh,
even
that's
give you a
boring,
life.
bro. They don't even give you one life.
No.
So you walk away with nothing.
Why do you have to just be so...
I thought it was Vietnam War, bro. What do you mean?
You don't know. You didn't think it was the Vietnam War. You've never heard of the movie. You've never seen the movie. So what do you mean you thought it was the Vietnam War?
I thought it was the Vietnam War. That's what I thought.
But you don't know anything about the movie. So you should have just said, I don't know anything. I don't know.
Yeah, but I had a gut instinct, which you should follow.
Well, you shouldn't, because if you followed your gut instincts, you would have been out on question 1.
Yeah, that's true, but that's why it was a team effort. So you can't even watch an ad to like keep going or something?
No, I just restarted it.
That's gimpish behaviour.
That's crazy.
That's loserville.
I have a question. Out of everyone we know, people in the world, whatever, personal people, who do you think would do well on Survivor? Because I was thinking, fuck, I want to go on.
I've never watched it. I've never watched Survivor. How does it work?
Oh, you've never seen it? You don't.
No, like I know they're on an island and shit, but isn't it more like teamish games and like?
So you're on an island. It starts. There's 2 different tribes. I feel like I've already lost you.
No. I was just thinking. Have you seen Alone? When you've
completely
like
different to
proper
that.
got to camp out in the fucking jungle.
That's awesome.
Some cunt made like the maddest setup ever, and then like lost his flint and had to go home.
Yeah. He had a bath. He found a bath.
Yeah, the cunt was like full grouse.
Yeah. That was awesome.
So go on, explain Survivor.
2 tribes.
Yeah, red and blue.
Whatever colours.
Yeah,
Or I don't know how many tribes, but there's different tribes.
yeah.
And then you do challenges. And the winning tribe wins immunity. And the losing tribe has to go to tribal council and vote out who they agree on they want out.
And are you voting out on people who
Anything. You can vote on anything.
But like, are you voting of like, fuck, they might win it, or they're a weakness to our
they
team?
decide.
Like, is it a team or a...
You vote off personality, anything. People make up their own
But how do
reasons.
you win Survivor? You know what I mean? Like, what's
Well,
tactics?
that's what I'm saying. So then after a while, when enough numbers get dwindled down, they merge. And then it's one big tribe. And then you're competing for individual immunity. So it's solo
Right.
challenges. Then after a while, once you get eliminated, you join the jury. And that's you just chilling in the hotel. And then that jury builds up. And then the jury decides who wins Survivor. They vote for the winner.
I reckon I could win it.
You'd be terrible.
No, you'd be... I'm not even being a dickhead. This isn't you would. I reckon you get voted out. Cunts couldn't put up with you.
Same with you. Can I be honest? Both of us wouldn't last because there's spiders, there's snakes, there's all this shit around.
I wouldn't
You'd
go
get
in to begin
anxiety. You wouldn't be able to sleep. You'd get anxious. You'd miss everyone. You would last less than I would.
You would be really good in the beginning, bro. Cunts would love you in the beginning.
Yeah.
You'd be making jokes and shit, and then I reckon after the halfway mark, they're like, right, I get this cunt
But bro,
out of
I don't
here.
even think you can't even argue I would last longer than you.
I don't think so.
No, if you didn't have your fucking broken brain, then 100% I reckon you'd last longer than me. But with
How
who
long
you
is
are,
it? How long does it last for?
weeks and weeks and weeks on an island. Like
Yeah,
2,
but on
3
an
months.
island, it's still a TV production, bro.
No, with nothing to do. You just sit around. It'd be
Yeah, I'd be
boring,
out
bro.
of
You'd
it.
speak to the weirdest people. You would wig and lose your mind.
It'd be pretty
Speaking
boring, yeah.
of,
be very
speaking
boring.
fucking of, who saw that fucking prick Mickey Rourke? What he said to Jojo Siwa?
I don't even know who Mickey Rourke is.
You've not seen this clip?
No.
Kyle, get the clip up.
Who is Mickey Rourke?
He's a actor, old school actor, got nominated for an Oscar for his role in The Wrestler. And he's just this fucked human being, and you have to see this. This is one of the most insane things I've ever seen.
Do I have to watch it or can I just listen? Because we can't
Watch
get this
it.
up. We can't get it. I'll get it up then on my phone.
Yeah, get it up on your phone.
Yeah.
It'll be a TikTok city, eh?
I need to see
I'll send it to you.
Mickey
No, I'll send it to you.
Rourke, Jojo Siwa.
Wait, you got to make sure it's the right one.
Yeah, I got it. Where's the smoke room? Makes Jojo Siwa cry. Boy, he looks a bit creepy.
Come on, let's go on a journey.
Yeah.
So do you like girls or boys?
Me? Girls.
I know, I can tell.
My partner is non-binary.
Shout out,
That's
Cal.
vape smoke room.
Hey. Oh, God. He looks fucking
Just
creepy.
think in 4 days, we'll never see each other again. 4 days?
Nah, babe.
I'm trying to last 4 days. If I stay longer than 4 days, you won't be gay anymore.
I can guarantee I
fuck?
will still be gay and I will still be in a very happy relationship.
I'll tie you up.
Oh.
I can promise you that won't happen. I dare you to try. You'll be the one tied up.
Fuck yeah, Jojo. Stand your ground, sister.
Yeah. We all vote each other out?
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually. I'm going to vote the lesbian out real quick.
Oh.
Jojo.
That's homophobic.
Eh?
That's homophobic if that was your reasoning.
Have you got any valid? You got anyone you want to vote out? Well, no, we actually can't.
No, you
discuss
can't.
It.
No,
we
you
can't
can't.
discuss
What
this.
the
This
fuck?
is
It's
undiscussable.
a lesbian.
This
I'm gonna
way.
vote out.
No, you
Oh.
can't do that, Mickey.
You also can't say that.
No, we can't.
Which Jojo's real? Jojo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Lovely lady.
Is she?
Lovely girl, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a good lad.
Appreciate ya.
She's what I call some woman.
I need a fag.
Oh, my God.
Not talking to you.
Oh, my God, bro. What the
I need a
fuck?
fag.
Mickey, you can't say that, Mickey.
One breath at a time, troops. One breath at a time.
How that was basically, yeah, that's the gist of it.
Jesus Christ. That cunt looks like a fucking someone out of a horror movie.
Bro, she got threatened to be...
Surely he gets kicked off the show.
No, we got a formal warning.
Really? For that? A formal
Dude,
warning?
that's the most fucked thing I've ever seen in my life. And no one backed her.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Did you notice that? No one backed her. And that for me is like, of course no one backed her. I was not surprised. Obviously. So sad. So fucked.
That is fucked.
That's the world we're in. And Mickey Rourke, I would have loved, imagine, I don't know. I would like to think if someone else was there, it'd be good, but I don't think so.
We don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, what? There was fucking 7 fucking people around and fucking no one says anything.
Yeah, I'm not saying...
It's so bullshit.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying you don't know if other people would do something.
Guys, let that be known. The world is homophobic and hates gay people. That's the fact right there.
Okay, let's not... That's where... No, that's a crazy
That's the
thing.
truth.
No,
That's the truth.
No, that's where shit get... No.
Yes.
Mate, no.
That's 100% the truth.
You cannot categorize the whole world as that. Like, that is a crazy thing to say.
No, I think that's a perfect... I think it's like a perfect example of how people view homophobia.
I don't think so. I think that I 100% agree that it's nowhere near equal, or there's still homophobia out there, 1,000%. But I think to say the whole world's homophobic and the world hates gay people is what
True.
the fuck? It's not true. So
Okay.
me, Kai, everyone here hates gay people.
No, but I think that
That's what you categorize. You're categorizing everybody by saying that. And I'm not saying there could be. I wouldn't argue against. Maybe there's more people that are homophobic than not. If that's your point, I wouldn't argue against that. But I'd think to categorize the whole world is a crazy thing to say.
all I'm saying is I just think there's people. I think people think they're more proactive and active, whatever, than they actually are. And I think it's the perfect example right there. Even with cameras around you and a controlled environment, people still wouldn't stand up for someone.
Yeah,
and I
but
see
can
it all
you
the
categorize
time.
the whole world in that?
Yes, of course I can. Because they're people from around the world. Of course I
Yeah, but
can.
they're people from the world, not they are the world. That's not everybody.
Bro, mate, The world is homophobic. That's not even a fucking question.
Okay, well, I think we've got different views on what the world means then. Because when you say the world, I'm picturing
I'm actually exposed to it.
I'm picturing you saying every single person. Which I don't
Talking
think...
the majority of the world.
Yes, that's what I just said. I said I wouldn't argue against if you said there's probably more people than not. But I think to say everybody is a bit unfair.
Well, obviously, what do you mean? I'm saying the world is homophobic. That just means most of the world is obviously homophobic.
No, that means the whole world is.
Sure, I think the whole world is.
Okay, so now we're back to the square one.
I think the world is, and it's sad because that's just a perfect example. People hate gays, and it sucks. But that's just the tea.
Okay. Well, I've already made my point. I think
there was a guy at my show.
Not, sure, but not. I don't think you can just throw every single person there. That's crazy.
I am sorry, guys. If you're listening to this, you hate gays and you want them all to explode.
That means you hate gays.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the number one leader.
So RuPaul hates gays.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Ru hates them.
Okay.
Oh, Jojo, you're a sick cunt. And also, at my show last night, I want to try to get people to say the word fag because I've got like this thing that comes up and says fag. So like there'll be like someone in the crowd and I'll be like, oh, what does that word say? And then like everyone laughs and like no one says it. I literally went to this one guy. I was like, excuse me, mate. And what does this word say? And he's like, fag. I couldn't even get through the thing. He was like, fag. He said fag. He was like, I'm fucking, I got the opportunity to say it. I'm going to fucking say it, cunt.
Took it with both fucking hands and ran with it.
Sick cunt.
Oh, that's fucking funny. When are you back, bro? 9 days.
When am I back? 10 days.
Hell yeah.
10 fucking days and Willie's back. So how many more records have we got of this? 3? 2?
2? What day are you back?
Tuesday.
Tuesday
Monday.
Morning?
Monday.
So you're back
Monday.
Easter, are you back Easter Monday? You must be. But then only 2 more recordings of this.
Yeah, I'm back the 21st.
Yeah, hectic.
Fucking, you'll be driven back, dude.
I'll be back. Yeah, I'm coming back I'll be back every week, yeah. I'm staying for Anzac Day too, which I think is a Friday.
You're an etch cunt. You're a sick cunt, lad.
That's Shay. Should we do hotlines?
Yes, please.
Hey, boys. A couple of podcasts ago, you guys were talking about questioning, I should say, your male fan base. And personally, I've been to your last 3 Brisbane shows, and the first one I actually went to by myself. So,
sick cunt.
Love your work. Keep it up. Will, good question for you. What's your favourite Fallout game, and why? Personally, mine must be Fallout New Vegas. I guess an awesome vibe. And what do you think about the TV series? All right, love your work. Keep it up, boys. Bye.
Sick cunt. Sorry, I thought he said pull-out game. And I was like,
yeah.
What's like your
okay.
favourite way to pull out? I was like, okay.
My favourite Fallout game is probably 4, only because I played it so much. Like, that's the game I played the most. And I know it's not the best, but that's just probably my favourite just because it's the one that got me into Fallout. And then I would say I really liked New Vegas as well. But I'd probably have to say 4. But New Vegas was objectively better, and I thought the TV show was incredible. Like, they could not have done a better adaptation. I thought it was incredible. They had the humor, the violence, the stakes. It was perfect. It was such a good show, and I can't wait for the new season.
Hectic.
Hey, Will, we just went and saw your show in Melbourne on Wednesday night, and we fucking love you. You guys are so funny. And we sat behind Chili and Ed and Charlotte, and we were too scared and we wanted to ask for a photo because we fucking love you, but we didn't because we thought it would be weird. But you were so funny and we love you so much.
Aww.
Okay, have a great night. Bye. Love you.
That was the best show that I did. That was my favourite show that I did. So thank you. Honestly, my thank you is to you guys for being such a good audience. That was my favourite show. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck's sake, Skykey. I fucking sent in a fucking embarrassing story I was reluctant to tell about losing Aura on the 27th of the 3rd, 2025. And you fucking haven't played it yet. Fuck!
Well, you guys wanted us to go unfiltered, so that isn't Kyle's fault, to be fair. Because not every hotline gets played. Every hotline gets played on the Patreon, but not on the main one.
Exactly.
So that's fair.
And you probably went over.
Unfiltered,
You probably talked for too long, cunt.
you got a, what is it, 45-second time limit?
Yeah, 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's your limit.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah, another loss of aura points, complaining when you
More
shouldn't have.
gone. Fuck, that's big aura gone.
Blaming Kyle when it wasn't his fault.
Okay, boys, I just watched the last episode of Season 3 of White Lotus, and I've agreed with everything Will said so far, but please tell me you've watched that last episode. I was, like, ridden with anxiety that whole episode.
Sounds awful.
I don't know why. It was nothing for the whole entire time, and then everything that could possibly happen happened in the last episode. Anyway, give us your thoughts.
Disagree. Nothing happened. I was riddled with anxiety because I was anxious that I'd wasted 8 hours of my life and it sucked.
All right,
Thank you for the call.
Last one.
Hey boys, love the pod. I was just wondering if I could get a bit of advice. I've been with my boyfriend for around 4 months and we're both in year 12 this year. We love each other so much, but we like fight a lot. And I feel like we rarely do special things and go out. And like when we do, I feel like I'm always the one to organize it. And then when we do end up going out, I feel like I always am like paying for it because he doesn't really have a job, and all of the money that like his parents give him, he just spends it on like vapes and weed. And like, yeah, I don't know. It all bottles up. So let me know what you think. Love the pod. Bye.
Oh, I think he sounds gross. Look,
because he vapes and smokes weed doesn't mean he's gross. Come on.
I think if someone spends all their money, if I picture a year 12 kid.
Yeah, but how much money are you getting from your parents? $40. That's a stick and a vape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's still like, I don't. Just the idea of that. Look, love. I'm going to say this nicely.
I was ripping fucking Billy's left, right, centre in year 12.
Yeah, of course you were. Look at your brain now, mate. You've destroyed
I was
it.
fucking ripping Billy's before HSC. Fucking.
I'm going to say this because you seem so sweet and nice, but this is the honest truth. High school relationships don't last, babe. And I know you love each other, and that's so sweet. And I've never gotten that feeling before, and that's amazing. But guess what? You're probably going to forget this guy's name in like 3 years. So have fun, enjoy it, and then leave and go explore life, and you guys will probably never see each other again.
Yeah, I just think that's true. Like, as you know, statistically, they don't normally last. But that's not I don't think that's a nice way to look at it. You know what I mean? Because she's in love, but it's like, in year 12, it's not like he's a bum because like he doesn't have a job, so it's hard. It's not like, oh, you should be paying for stuff. It's kind of like, okay, you're in year 12, you don't really need a job necessarily. Like, that's fine. Like, it's just, yeah, it is a bit like you are in year 12, so it's hard to kind of get that gauge on things. Like, how much can you really go out and do? I would definitely speak to him, like, hey, I'm feeling this way. I feel like I'm always planning things. I feel like I'm always paying for things, and have a conversation to see if you can change that a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe he fucking sacrifices a bong here and there week to week to take you out for dinner. But I think just have the conversation with him. But I know, like, what Will said is true, but it's also hard to see it from that perspective when you're in it.
Yes.
You know? And it is, like, it's still fun. Like, it's still a relationship. It's still a big learning curve. It's still, like, you know, you learn so much. I learned so much from my high school relationship.
How to break up with someone over text after 4 years. That's what you learned.
So, I would sit down and chat to him and tell you how you're feeling, and then if it doesn't change, well, then you got to sacrifice. You got to think about, you know, what makes you happy, and if it's worth if the good's worth the bad, and the bad's worth the good.
You'll be broken up in 2 months. Thanks for listening.
Bean Spillers.